That's it! Look! It's a big W, I tell you! It's a big
Hi,
W!
welcome back to the Big W. In an article on CNBC by Jessica Dickler, published April 13, 2022, gas prices are being blamed for rapid inflation in the United States. These higher costs are why rideshare drivers say they're quitting or scaling back despite demand for rides remaining high. Now, at risk of putting too fine a point on it, inflation in gas prices has made it harder for drivers to earn what they once did. Back in 2016, for example, drivers in certain markets were earning $3,000 a week, but that's not very possible to make that kind of money these days. According to Chris Grace, a contributor to the Rideshare Guy on YouTube, gas prices pretty much crippled all drivers. Higher gas prices have not only hurt Uber and Lyft drivers, but also drivers for food delivery platforms like Grubhub, DoorDash, and Uber Eats. As a gig driver myself for every one of these platforms, I can confirm that profits are very low compared to what they were a few years ago. According to the CNBC article I mentioned before, gas prices have jumped 18.3% for the month of March, boosted by the war in Ukraine and the pressure that's being put on supply. Both Uber and Lyft have added surcharges for each ride. That money goes directly to drivers to help offset the increased price of gas at the pump. For DoorDash, it has a 10% cashback program on all gas purchases, and Grubhub has increased per mile distance pay. The problem with Uber and Lyft's fuel surcharge, however, is it doesn't account for the distance being driven. For example, for shorter rides, it's great, but for longer rides, that 44 or 55 cents doesn't cut it at all. It may look good on paper, but practically it's not enough to keep drivers from scaling back or quitting altogether. Now, let's talk about DoorDash's 10% cash back program on all gas purchases. That's if you order the DoorDash debit card, and then all of the charges go on that debit card, and you can use that debit card for purchasing gasoline at the pump. And they do save you up to 10% on gas. However, that money goes into the debit card, not into your bank account. So transferring the money from your debit card to your bank account when you need it is an extra hurdle. So it's really not as good as it looks. How are you doing with the gas prices? Are you cutting back? Are you scaling back? Or are you just continuing as you were before? If you're a gig worker, it doesn't matter for Uber, for Lyft, or if you're doing food delivery with Grubhub, DoorDash, and that sort of thing. Are you scaling back? How is the gas prices affecting you? Are they cutting into your profits? And if so, are you planning to continue like you were before? Let's hear about it. You can write your comments down below, and we will try to respond if we get it in a timely way. But we would appreciate hearing from you. So that's all for now. Thank you, and see you in the next video.